We didn't sign up for this shit.
Good
Oh my God,
morning.
guys.
Well,
What
we
were
both
you-
had an intro planned. I was just gonna do a Robin Williams with "Good Morning Vietnam,"
Except it's not morning, at least not in Utah.
and we're not broadcasting to soldiers in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess we could be.
Soldiers may be listening to us, though.
Possibly not from Vietnam, though. At least according to the analytics. But
Yeah, probably not.
yeah, if your family's from Vietnam, cool beans.
Yeah. Also, what I was gonna say when we just had two completely different intros was, wow, guys, it's been a long time. Like, it's probably been about 2 months since we last recorded. Maybe a little less than that, but
Month and a half, I think.
yeah, we kind of, took a break. Well, we didn't necessarily, plan on this because we do love recording, but life's just been so busy, so we just had to get our shit together. So, yeah. Any updates for our fellow listeners here?
I quit college. Sort of, in a way.
Yeah.
I had stopped doing a 4-year degree program right now, and I am working on just a certificate, like professional undergraduate certificate in web application development. And then after that, I am gonna go find a job programming shit.
Hell yeah. And then, I'm kind of sort of on the opposite end. I'm actually almost done with my degree. I'm getting a bachelor's of science in food and nutrition entrepreneurship. That's how you say it, right? Like the correct way. Bachelor's of science in food and nutrition entrepreneurship.
I believe so, yeah.
The only reason why
I don't
I'm
know.
making sure is because, when I did my resume and I submitted it for a class for one of the assignments, my professor was like, "No, you're saying it the wrong way." And I'm just like, "Oh wow, it's like so confusing, so many words." I was doing like the opposite way. But anyways, yeah, I'm graduating in May, so that's exciting. I will be like $40,000 in debt, but
Imagine being $40,000 in debt.
Like-
Oh wait, I can relate.
yeah, hopefully, there is some student loan forgiveness and
Why? I had to pay for my college. You should too.
yeah,
Wait, what?
something, some old person would say.
I am an old person. Thanks.
You're not though.
You don't know my life.
But yeah, I'm planning on, hopefully getting a job, in my field later down the line. I don't know if I want to stay in it, but hopefully if I do, I can get a job that I enjoy but also pays really well, because I don't think we deserve to suffer. Like, sometimes people will say, as long as you love what you do, like, the money is not as important. But I want to love what I do and get paid a good amount, because I deserve to not only live paycheck to paycheck and pay my bills. I want to enjoy my life. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, that's kind of a little bit about what's been going on in our life. I mean, we've really just been working, school, watching our TV shows. We're pretty much caught up on everything. Yeah, I've been doing yoga
Yoga
2
doer.
or 3 days a week, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I've been a lot more active so far this year compared to last year. So I'm proud of myself.
Yeah, me too.
And, I started a new job about 4.5 weeks ago, and I'm
About
almost,
a week ago.
next week is my last week in training, and then I won't be in training anymore, and I'll be sort of on my own. And I actually really like this job, so
Well, good. I'm glad to hear it.
we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
And then, what else?
Oh, your boy had his wisdom teeth taken
Yes.
out. Well, the two that I don't need. And it was a lot less bad than I thought it was going to be. I put it off for at least 5 years, thinking that it was going to be the worst experience ever. And truth be told, I probably needed them out before that, but I wasn't going to the dentist before 5 years ago, really, at all.
Yeah. Was it like better than a filling? Like,
Well, maybe I'm just, finally becoming an adult, or maybe the laughing gas has been extra good the past couple times.
yeah,
But
maybe
like,
there's some additional ingredient they're throwing in there.
I'm fine with that. But the wisdom teeth and the fillings that I had, 2 days ago, were not that bad. Oh, that was just yesterday.
Yeah. That's good. I'm glad to hear you've been growing up. I mean, you are almost 29, so I would hope so. But
Damn, just throw me under the age bus like that.
men don't really mature until like the age of 60. Wow. Not 60.
No.
46 or something
She
like
said
that.
60, guys.
It could
You
be
heard it
60.
here.
With some men, it could be 60.
With some females, it
some
could be
of them
60,
ever-
babe.
It could, but women tend to be more mature. I'm not trying
You're
to
not
be
even mature
sexist.
enough
I'm
to
just-
stay awake through a Disney movie yet.
That means I am mature because I'm sleeping instead of watching a Disney movie.
No, because you know what you do with your 3-year-old kid? You put on the Sleeping Beauty, and he
They
becomes a
watch
Sleeping
it
Beauty
and
and fall asleep.
and we fall asleep.
No, oh
Yeah.
my goodness gracious!
They can. I sleep. They're interested. They're watching. They don't need me. Maturity.
I.
It's
Yeah,
a different way of looking at it.
that's true.
But yeah, that's been our life. That basically summed it up.
We le-
Anyways,
we learned a new life pro tip.
what's that?
Do curbside pickup through Kroger.
Yes. Oh my God. I love this because I've heard of places having curbside pickup, but I always thought there was a fee associated with it until I was listening to Vivian. I think that's her name. I'm pretty sure. My rich BFF. And she's like, she just gives great financial advice and like how to save money. And one of the things she brought up was, hey, like instead of, going to the grocery store, picking stuff out, paying for it, wasting all that time, first of all, and second of all, buying additional stuff you don't need. She's like, do curbside pickup. It's free at most places. So there's no sorts of fees involved with it. And I was
true.
like, this is amazing. Like, and it has helped. Like, I feel like maybe we're not saving that much money. Actually, I think we are like saving a little bit of money. Because normally at Smith's for a week's worth of food, we'd spend like $160 usually. And now like the last time we spent like 120 and this time we spent like almost 140, which I mean maybe the differences aren't that much, but every little bit adds up, right? That you save. But also we're saving time, which is even more important in my opinion.
It's true.
That hour that we'd spend, we're doing something else. Like we are doing other things in our life, enjoying our life. So it is literally one of the best things. And thank you for bringing that up. Like, I forgot about that pro tip, but it's amazing. And thank you, my rich BFF.
I got you.
Not you.
All right, I'm not rich. Damn.
And you're a man.
What, BFFs can't be men?
They can't. But she's just so empowering and like, it's awesome. But yeah, so that's, kind of what's been going on and some tips for you guys, but we're gonna get into the, main theme of the episode, and it is being tired AF.
Yeah, like waiting
We're
until
tired
9
as
o'clock
fuck.
to eat dinner and then choosing a shift that starts at 5:45 in the morning.
Excuse me. So first of all, I'll get better with my sleep schedule, getting stuff done, and it will all be fine in the end. But Yeah, we do struggle a little bit because this 9 to 5, that's partially why I chose the 5:45 to 2:15 workday, because it's like after you get off you still have a good majority of your day, but now like with training it's 9 to 5, and it's like you're spending all that time in traffic in the morning and in the evening. Get home it's like 5:30, maybe even later, and then it's like gotta do schoolwork, gotta do dishes, gotta eat, gotta spend some time together. It's like there's not enough time in the day. And that's partially why I chose that early shift for when I'm out of training. Like, yes, it'll be hard with sleep, but I think we'll get that on point.
Yeah,
It'll
hopefully.
it'll just take some time. But yeah, we are tired out here, guys. But I don't think we're the only ones. Maybe Mercury's and Gatorade be one of those things. I heard another thing I heard. Sorry, before you say anything. Actually, I'm not sorry. Anyways, another thing that I heard is people's circadian rhythm, bleh, circadian rhythms are off right now.
Well, yeah, because everybody's on their phone all the time, and that impacts your melatonin production.
Yeah, but it's like apparently off for everybody, and it's really affecting people's moods, and yeah, a lot going on in the world too. But I feel like there hasn't really been a time in my life when I wasn't tired. Do you remember that time in your life?
Unaltered? No.
Um, well, wow. Wow, that was just
I think I just
my
witnessed
thoughts.
a stroke, everyone. Do you smell toast, babe?
But I just didn't know. Like, I knew what to say, but I didn't know how to like
Say it.
synthesize it or whatever.
Sleep deprivation, everyone.
This is partly sleep deprivation, but I tried to think when you said unassisted. What did you say?
Unaltered?
Unaltered. Can you you don't have to reveal anything, but what do you mean by unaltered? Because I don't know what that means.
Not inebriated?
Okay, so the only time you've had good sleep in your life were in those
I
situations.
didn't say good sleep. You asked not
Or,
remembering being tired.
like
not
when
being
you're tired. But like, what about being a kid? Were you tired as a kid? Or do you remember? I mean, you should remember that because you remember stuff from when you were like 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, I have random memories that pop up. I don't remember the day-to-day aspect of things.
So let's say you were 10 years old. Do you remember sleeping well?
Probably. Damn, why are we quizzing me about 2 decades ago?
Because I'm curious, and the people are probably curious too, because I'm thinking back, like even middle school, high school, I was always tired. I was staying up, not getting enough sleep. Maybe in elementary school, but I've always been a very like anxious person, and I've always kind of had this body alarm that wake me up like before my alarm. So that has prevented me in those situations from getting enough sleep. But I hope to accomplish that, hopefully a period in my life consistently where I'm well rested.
Well, you have to put the effort forward.
And I'm trying. I started last week, but then the weekend messed shit up because on the weekend I like to stay up late and I can sleep in. And then, comes Monday, and then
And now it's
fucked.
Thursday, and we're still going to sleep at 2 in the morning, and
Okay, what? Not 2 in the morning. Shit.
it's also not Thursday.
It's not, but I thought I'd clarify the 2 in the morning thing. I rarely go to sleep at 2 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, so I'm trying to be better, but I'm just like, even when I feel like I was getting enough sleep consistently in my life, that way before we were together, I was still tired. Now I wonder.
So it's my fault that you're always tired.
No,
that's
I'm
what
saying I was
heard.
tired before that, but I was getting like better, like more sleep. But I guess, okay, there's such thing as getting like enough sleep, but it's not good sleep. So what are some things that help with enough and good sleep? Like you're getting enough, but it's also well rested. You feel great in the morning. These are things, I mean, we're not going to pull up all the research, but stuff that I've heard. Okay. Some things that I've heard is not being on your phone 2 hours before bed, and not just your phone, but any sort of screen. Reading's okay, but when you're getting that screen time, or what is that, blue light?
Yeah.
Blue light, like even if you're not on your phone, but it's like close to you, or it's playing something, that blue light's affecting you. But yeah, from what I heard, it's like don't have any sort of screen time 2 hours before bed. Don't know if that's true. Did you find some information? Or?
About the blue light in particular?
No. Just like anything, because it looks like you looked up some research from the Mayo Clinic.
After you said we weren't going to do all the research?
Yeah, but then you looked it up.
I know.
So might as well, right?
Well, I was just highlighting the part that you are going to have the hardest time with.
Yes.
Which is go to bed and get up at the same time every day, including weekends. Being consistent reinforces your body's sleep-wake cycle. And I guess we'll go ahead and cite this in the episode description.
Yes, do we got to?
I mean, for the people.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, it's good. We want to give credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've known this. Like, I've known this, but the weekends are hard, and I'm going to try my best because it would really help, and then we can actually have the majority of our weekend days if we do that too. So, yes, that is definitely a good point, and thank you for looking that up. But yeah, so that the screen time. I know I read that somewhere, but we don't need to quote it.
No, not at all. I've heard it too.
But the blue light thing I've heard about too. Also another thing, and honestly, they can fuck off with this one.
Damn.
Because I'm gonna eat food when I want to eat food. So technically, you're also not supposed to, eat anything within a few hours of going to bed. I don't know the exact time on that one. But you're not, because of like the digestion. It takes time to process that food. And if you, like, let's say eat 30 minutes before bed, your food's still like doing its thing, and that process and everything is, preventing you from getting that quality sleep. And that one, I don't care to really change. I love food. I'm gonna eat food when I want to. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, that's just my opinion. Right? You want to tell us about blue light?
Okay, so according to Harvard, their College of Health, while any kind of light can suppress the secretion of melatonin, blue light at night does so more powerfully.
Where does blue light come from?
Blue light comes from
Like what sort of like things, objects?
anything that releases white light color spectrums.
So our phones have blue light.
Your phones have blue light,
TV.
TV, even lights, unless you have even the soft yellow ones will have white in the spectrum, so you're still getting blue light from.
So what about the other kind of
incandescent
light you were talking about? Where do we get that from? Because you saying blue light, and you said other kinds of light can also disrupt it, but blue light more so. So
Any part of the visual spectrum can suppress the secretion of melatonin, but blue light does it more powerfully. So a lot of times, like you've had headlamps before, I'm pretty sure, that like even if it's just the ones that we've gotten that have a red light option. The reason for that is your eye doesn't need to adjust nearly as much to that part of the visible light spectrum. As a result, apparently so do the rest of your cells. They don't have to do much different in order to accommodate that light, so it's better to look at red light shit. But your phones don't have a red light option. What some phones do is their night light option will give everything like a yellowish tint, and that reduces the amount of white light and therefore blue light that are released.
So is blue light still affecting us if we just have our phone plugged in, like charging, but we're not like using it or listening to anything or watching anything?
Is the screen shining, watching you? Like,
No, it's like the
if the,
phone's not off, but it's like,
yeah, if the screen is black, then you're fine.
then you're good.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that makes sense. And I really, this is what I'm curious about. So you said our light, like our light fixtures here have blue light too. I'm curious about this. I'm gonna try to not be judgmental, but I want to know how many of you guys sleep with the light on, or with a night light. Personally, okay, I'm gonna be a little judgy here. Why would you sleep with the light on? I feel like it'll be hard to fall asleep in general, and it's not gonna be a good sleep. And a lot of people will get like blackout curtains to prevent light from coming in so they can sleep more. So let us know, DM us on Instagram and stuff, like asking us, well, not asking us, but like letting us know like kind of your feedback on that, what you've experienced. Because I'm not that type of person to sleep the light on. Like night lights I kind of get if you're scared of the dark, but
Yeah.
full lights on.
And then I want to say, and this is completely conjecture, but it would make sense that like those lights impact us differently because of the sun.
Yeah.
So like in the morning, red light is produced by the dawn, like red and orange. So your eyes are able to adjust to the white light that's coming from the sun itself. And then you've got that yellow white light the entire day. And then your body is doing things with that blue light coming from the spectrum to like keep you alert and whatnot. Fun fact, that's also why the oceans are blue and the sky is blue, is because of that white light and the sun refracting, or from the sun
Yeah,
refracting
I
and
love blue
returning the blue
skies. I
light.
feel like they keep me awake.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
then
that makes sense.
and then at night again, you lose the blue light. Your body responds to that lack of blue light by being like, okay, cool, it must be time to wind down. You start to see more of the red light for sunset, and then you go to sleep.
For sure. Okay. No, that's great information. I just, what about white noise? Like I don't know if there's probably no light, but how effective, so with white noise, some people will have like those white noise machines with different sounds to help them go to sleep or whatever. Is that affecting our sleep at all?
In
Is
theory,
that doing anything bad?
I would say that,
Or I mean, we don't know for sure, but like, what would
we don't know for sure, but I would make a logical assumption that, for 250,000-ish years that Homo sapiens have been around on the planet, no one's been going to sleep in total silence unless there's a predator nearby.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they got good sleep though, or they were well rested necessarily.
No, but then you also have to, like, that brings in a whole nother topic that,
Yeah.
like, previous generations and, like, historically, it seems that humans slept in 2 4-hour blocks with, like, a 2-hour wake period in the middle of the night.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, honestly, yeah, white noise doesn't. We don't know like all the science. It would be cool for us to research that later on, but like we don't need to do like that now. We'll do it like when we have time because I'm really interested, and that stuff is helpful for people. I personally don't really like any sort of sound while going to sleep because I've tried. I'm like, oh, soothing sounds. I think it just distracts me. Um, so, but if that's how you fall asleep and you feel like that helps you fall asleep, stay asleep, like get a well rested sleep, then, go for it. Obviously, we're not telling you guys what to do, do your thing. But yeah, I just, I want to feel, I want to feel more alive. I want to feel well rested. There's steps to take. I'm making goals, and it's gonna happen. And I'm trying to incorporate other things in my life. Like I eat pretty healthy. We eat pretty healthy, um, but more like physical activity. Like I do yoga, but I want to like tire my body out so I am like able to get a good night's sleep from that as well. Plus going to bed
Right.
on time, waking up on time, and like having that consistent schedule. Um, but this is stuff that once again we are more so taught. Like we're not really taught much of this either in high school before we become adults. Like hey, like we're told, hey, get a good night's rest. There's not details on why or like how we can do it, or how that's going to make our quality of life better. And if we know that, maybe we can make some changes. But the hustle, the grind is what's emphasized. As soon as we get out of high school, that's what we're told. That's what we need to do. We need to be productive all the time. We need to hustle, we need to grind, we need to, burn ourselves out for to make a ton of money. But I don't want to do that. I'm tired. I
Hmm.
am tired. Like there's one thing in accomplishing your goals and accomplishing more difficult goals, and people should do that. People should have successes and accomplishments. That's all fantastic, but I refuse to succumb to the grind. So that's more so what we're taught and told to do, instead of like, hey, like get good sleep, it's going to make your quality of life better because of this and that, and this is how you do it, like, and kind of, you know maybe giving you like apps and stuff that can help with that, or like just fostering that, because without good quality sleep, it's hard to do anything else in our days.
It's true. It is.
Like, do you agree? Because I feel like when I don't get enough sleep, I can't focus at work. I can't, my creative side doesn't get opened as much as when I like do get enough sleep. So it's like in order to accomplish stuff, to accomplish your goals, to, be successful, you actually gotta get enough sleep.
Yeah, absolutely.
So fuck the grind, fuck the hustle. I am not doing that. And it sucks because as a woman, it's, you know, harder to accomplish, not harder to accomplish things. What's the word I'm looking for? Like there's, injustices and inequities when we're looking at like women compared to men. I feel like we have to work a lot harder to get to where we want to be with our goals. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, so that's even pushed even more, or like that's what we feel like we have to do to get on the same level. And I don't want to do that. We should all be treated equally.
I agree.
I'm tired of being tired, guys. What about you? Do you have any like final thoughts or anything else you want to say?
No, just a couple like last minute tips when it comes down to it. I know that nicotine and caffeine are the two most abused substances in the world, so keep in mind both of those are stimulants, like I said. Maybe I didn't say. I don't know. I'm tired. But
Same.
so
Hence the podcast episode.
right, do your best to not drink coffee or have any other caffeine. Really, probably within 4 hours of going to bed. The half-life of caffeine is about 4 to 6 hours. So 4 hours away, you're still not going to sleep that well, but you should be able to fall asleep. Same thing with nicotine, not 4 hours though. The half-life of nicotine is about 2 hours. So try not to have a cigarette or hit the vape too much within the last 2 hours before you go to bed. He says as he hits the vape.
But who knows when we're going to bed.
Going to bed at 11:30, damn it.
The goal's 11, actually.
The goal is 10:30.
10:30, like, start getting ready for bed. But, we're trying out here, and guys, we want you to, enjoy stuff in life still. Like, these are just, some tips on how to, like, be more well rested. You don't have to follow them, but we're just trying to help you guys out. We're not telling you to restrict everything, like, live your life. I love caffeine, so I'm not going to stop drinking it, but if I could decrease it, yes, that'd be wonderful, and I'm trying to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, thanks for listening, and, we appreciate those of you who tune in, and we would always love some feedback, so let us know. Any last thoughts, or are you good?
No, I'm good. So, again, thanks for listening, guys. Make sure you take a second to rate the episode, rate the podcast, leave a review for us if you haven't.
And share with your family and friends, please.
Share with your family and friends. If you're not already, subscribe. That way you get notifications about our new episodes, which, as you have come to find out, can sometimes not be very consistent, but
we're gonna try our best.
We're gonna work and get some more regular content out
And
for you
try
guys.
to.
So
what we're gonna try to do, no promises. Every other week, we want to have the episodes up by like every other week on Wednesdays. So I'm not gonna give an exact time. We're gonna try to do this, but yeah, thanks for the support, and you guys have a good night or a good morning or whatever. I don't know what time it is where you're at. But yeah, we love you guys. Bye.